What's up, YouTube? Back here with another video today, and what I have in store for you guys, as you can see, wheeling on my little cart here, I have a little project of polishing my wheels up, and this thing is super loud. So the plan for today's video is to pressure wash these puppies right here behind me and actually get them as clean as I can before I actually start to polish them. Now, this is my first set of polished wheels, so I don't actually have a lot of experience with polishing, and I'm not afraid to say that. I do have a lot of experience with powder coated wheels, such as like black and milled. Usually when I get black and milled wheels, which I've always had, I usually clean them right when I get them to make sure they're completely clean. I ceramic coat them and they're perfect, super easy to clean from there. Whereas polishing has been a whole different ball game for me. I've only cleaned them a couple times and like lightly hand polished them. I haven't actually went try hard on them to get them super clean. So my truck's away currently, as you guys saw in the last video. So I've had these wheels sitting here for a couple weeks now, and I plan on getting them as clean as I can. And if I can't get them perfectly clean, I have a local guy that'll help me out. But once I do get them clean, I'm gonna leave them sitting here until the Daytona truck meet, which is in the beginning of June. So like I said, guys, I by no means am a professional polisher or anything, but I'll just bring you guys along with these simple steps of like a do-it-yourself kind of beginner type thing. I haven't seen too many YouTube videos on actually polishing wheels, which is kind of crazy with how many polished wheels there are out there. Maybe the real polishers don't like to give their tips and tricks away, but I have talked to a couple people that do the actual polishing on wheels, on like a daily basis, and they've helped me out a little bit. So I've got a couple of the right products, but I haven't gone out and gotten like a whole rotary polishing system. I basically have some metal polish, some cutting, and kind of finishing polish with a little tool here for my drill. So see how far it takes me. If I'm not super happy, like I said, I'll get them actually polished correctly, I guess you could say, or more refined to get them perfect. But I just want to get them clean for Daytona, and of course it gives me some more content to bring to you guys here. As like I said, I haven't seen too many people doing this on a video now. Of course, my goal here is, guys, to not make this a boring video. I don't want this to be just me sitting around polishing for 3 hours and you guys staring at it. So I'll try to make it as as intriguing as I can. So first step here, get them pressure washed. I'll try and air dry them with the air compressor, and I can start polishing. Now this is the current state of the wheels. And I know on camera they may look clean, and of course I won't know until I get this actually uploaded on the computer and taking a look at it. But the actual whole wheel itself is actually pretty dirty. And maybe if this can pick this up a little bit. And as you guys can see, there's water spots all over the wheels, and they're not clean. And of course, if I like wiped it with my finger, a bunch of brown brake dust will come off. So I do like with this lens here, it makes these wheels look super wide. Now, if you guys are new to the channel and you don't know what size this setup is, I'm running these on my 2015 Duramax, and it's a 22x14 on a 305/40 22 Nitto 420, which, as you guys can see here, there's definitely some good stretch there. Now, another thing I wanted to note real quick is this is my first video that I'm actually filming with my new camera setup. So I actually picked up this camera from Dirty Max Jack on YouTube, and I've been talking with him for a couple of years now with about different things, basically related to trucks. I was asking him about his camera equipment and what he was using and things like that, and he pretty much told me that he planned on picking up a new camera in the future, which this was months ago, and which he's done now in this at this current time. And I actually picked up his old camera. He hit me up, asked me if I wanted it, told me yes, consider it sold, and I'm so happy I did. The quality on this looks completely over and above what I've been using. I've been using my iPhone 10 front camera to do all my videos, and I just kind of felt like I outgrew it, and the quality wasn't where I want it to be compared to watching some other people on YouTube that I like to watch, Dirty Max Jack and even Matt with his L5P. So just so you guys know, this is a Canon 77D. I have a couple attachments here. I have a mic on top. I have a Joby stand for it so I can hold it. I also got this super wide lens from Jack here. So pretty much, I'm only holding this about a foot off my face, and there's a lot that this lens picks up. It's actually crazy to me. This is all the way zoomed in. This is all the way zoomed out. This makes it super easy to catch a lot in the frame at once compared to having a more zoomed in lens that you have to hold even further away from your face. So just figure I'll let you guys know. So from here on out, all the videos are going to be on this camera here. Quality should go through the roof. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let's get working on these wheels. Taylor about the fucking flex. Alright guys, so I have the wheel sitting right here, I have the soap and everything, and my foam cannon sitting right there, and I have the backpack air blower right there. So what I plan on doing with this right here is I'm actually going to use the backpack air blower to blow off the wheels after I wash them. So of course I'm going to close them down, use a foam cannon, clean them as lightly as possible. And then I did get the air compressor hose out with a little air nozzle on it in case I do need to get some fine areas that I can't hit with, with the backpack air blower. But I figured using the air compressor it would take forever to actually, blow these things out and to actually blow all the water off of these. So I figured, backpack air blower, which is a little excessive, will actually get the job done super fast. Alright guys, step back here in the AC real quick just to cool down. The wheels are completely cleaned out there, so I'm gonna head out there right now and get the wheels dried off as best I can. Bring them in here and start polishing. On a side note guys, just to kind of break this video up, I wanted to show you guys a couple projects my dad has going on. He does have a 93 Cobra that will be probably right in this spot very soon here, so I can show you guys a walk around of it. It's a completely nasty car. This is a 55 Chevy. It's been completely redone, whole new floor pan, all new interior, new glass, was just painted a couple weeks ago. I mean, this thing is a beautiful car, all new bumpers, I mean, completely redone, big block Chevy, beautiful car. If any of you guys are into the older vehicles, I'm sure you'll appreciate this, good old Chevy power. And over here, he's also a Harley guy. So let me get this bubble wrap off of here. If I can just flip it over. I want to show you guys something pretty sick on this bike here. So if you guys can't see, this is his bike he drives all the time. Of course, he's done a bunch of stuff to it, and it's always, always changing something on it. Everything's painted this super pretty, sparkly red, which you guys can see there. And he picked this bike up not too long ago. It's on bags, which is sick. So you can see, he doesn't have to have a kickstand. He just lowers it down the air, and it sits perfectly, level without falling over. And look at the front wheel on this thing. That's a normal bike wheel. That is a 30-inch wheel on the front of this bike. It is a monster. So yeah, he actually saw us in Daytona, and then talked to the guy. I ended up picking it up. I mean, these bikes, I'm not a huge bike person. I'm not really into the Harleys and everything, but as far as the bikes he's had goes, these things I definitely appreciate. Especially when you throw some 30s on the front of a bike. I mean, that is killer. And even look at the fender. Starts there and wraps all the way around to pretty much down right here, which is crazy. I mean, just seeing this wheel in person is completely different than looking at it through the camera. I mean, the camera doesn't know justice, but this bike is completely custom from top to bottom. Just figured I'd throw this in here in case any of you guys are into bikes. I mean, I definitely like to get one day, but I'm definitely more into trucks and cars more than the bikes, but of course I wouldn't mind getting the bike to cruise around with pops here and there. And soon there will be new bags on the back of this thing, a new fender. I mean, actually those are the bags that are on here that he has molded speakers in and everything, and those are super sick compared to the stock ones. And he'll have a new fender on here, CVO tank, a bunch of different stuff. I mean, just have to, all you can do is just appreciate bikes like this. They're super clean and, you know, done up tastefully. And it's pretty crazy. This paint here on this bike that's super sparkly, and as you guys know, I have the Illusion Cherry all over my truck. This red here is very close to the red that's on this. I mean, this is a deeper red. This is more like what I wish my powder coat looked like on my truck. Look how sparkly that is. That's crazy. And once he picks up his Cobra tomorrow, it's a 93 Cobra, I do plan on getting you guys a video of that thing as well. And we will be making a trip to the track once we can get a private rental. And I think you guys are going to be dumbfounded at how clean this car is and how fast it is at the same time. Makes well north of 1,000 horsepower. It was built by Power by the Hour on the other coast in West Palm Beach. So I can't wait to get that thing back. But back to the programming, guys. I'm gonna get out here, blow these wheels off, get them dry, get them back in here in the AC where it's nice and cool, so I don't look like I'm beat red sweating out there, and start polishing. Alright guys, so I'm back here in the shop, and I'm gonna turn you guys around here so you guys can see what tools I'm using. So what I'm using today is I'm gonna start with some Zephyr Pro 40, which is a metal polish, of course, for the forces. And I'll finish it off with the Pro 25 Zephyr Easy Cut polish. So this is more of a finishing polish. And I don't have to go too crazy because these wheels are pretty new, and you guys can see they are, you know, pretty clean. They haven't been, you know, like caked with brake dust for months. They cleaned up really nice. I just, you know, they're not perfect. It's hard for me to tell how they look through the cameras. Of course, I'm just looking through my lens that's on the camera right now. I don't know how actually crappy or bad these may look once I get this uploaded on the computer. But I do have my microfibers there. And something I'm gonna try out here, just to make this job a little easier, is the Mother's Powerball 2 metal polishing tool, which you guys can see has a drill attachment right here and a big ball right here. Now, yes, I know, you know, this ball may get all caked up with stuff. But like I said, I'm only ever going to use something like this if the wheels are fairly clean. If they're all nasty and stuff, that ball will get clogged up pretty quick and will stop doing the job. Just to try and make my job easier here, I'm going to use a drill here with that attachment on it, use my polishes, my microfibers, and go to town. Now, just make a disclaimer here, guys. Like I said before here, guys, I'm not a pro polisher by any means, but I'm going to use these tools here, see how everything comes out. If it comes out good, awesome. If not, like I said, I do have a good backup plan. One of my buddies is actually a really good polisher, and he's local. So worst case scenario, I'll drop these things off to him. My truck's not even here anyways. It'll be gone for a couple more weeks, so I have time to get these things pretty. And I just figured, you know, why not try to get them done myself if I can, you know, make some YouTube content for you guys, as well as just, you know, learn another thing myself. So I'm gonna get cracking with this, guys. Let's roll. Alright guys, so these wheels are super spotted up. There's water spots all over them, which the camera isn't really picking up too well, but they look terrible. So I pretty much hit this spot real quick, and I'm going to hit a little bit more right here, right now, and I'll show you guys how it comes out. Hopefully the camera can pick it up a little bit, but they are looking so much better than they did. Just doing this couple seconds of polishing here, and you know, like I said, guys, I am by no means a professional with the polishing. So if you guys have any tips, please leave them below. But you know, so far, this is working pretty well. Let's buff it out real quick. So I can still see some water spots definitely on here. And I can actually feel them, so I'm probably gonna have to hit this a little more for sure. Hopefully what I have here is enough to cut through this. Like I said, if I can't get these water spots off, or I can't get these as perfect as I want them, I'm definitely going to have one of my buddies get them polished, like I know I've said a couple times already. Coming out really good. I'm sure they're gonna look amazing on camera, and they are looking better for sure, but in some spots they are still looking a little spotty. And this is the only wheel that really got hit with a sprinkler, and I didn't even notice it while it was on the truck and for a couple of days, and it looks terrible now. So the other wheel should clean up a lot better than this one, but this one may need a little more special attention. But you know, something with polishing I've learned is you don't want to have just one area touched up really well because then that one area is going to be, a lot brighter and shinier than the rest of the wheel. Same thing with just one wheel. I don't want to just get one wheel done to be cheap. And by getting a wheel done, I mean bring it to a guy with, the correct machinery. I don't want to have them do it, and this wheel's a lot shinier than the rest of my wheels. So if I can't get them how I like them, I'm gonna get them all done so they all match. But it does look a lot better for sure. This is where I've pretty much polished with my tools here, and you can see on the face, the camera's picking up real well right now. Super ridden with water spots. So that's what the lip here pretty much looked like, and it still looks like that over here. So you can kind of see it's slightly cloudy, and then you come over here and it's a lot shinier. And you can definitely pick that up in the video. It's really shiny down here and cloudy up here. So I'm gonna keep working on them here, see how it goes. I had a little spot right here I had to work out a little bit. I got that pretty perfect. There's still a little bit of water spot residue left over in the wheel, pretty much right here on the wheel, which I'll hit a couple times to polish that out. Fairly confident I can get that out, but pretty much the whole barrel is pretty clean. Now yes, I am going to hit this with the Pro, 25, and I will clean the rest of this and kind of do a final polish on it, and then I'm pretty much going to have to hand polish the face, which I'll take care of. Won't bore you guys with that footage there, but pretty much just want to show you guys the process I'm doing to polish these. Now I am dabbing a little bit of the polish on this piece here, kind of dabbing it around almost like before you're about to compound the paint on a vehicle. So spread around a little bit and pretty much let the ball do the work. This pretty much this thing here, the Pro Ball, whatever, that, I can't remember what that thing's called, the Mother's Power Ball. You want to let that thing do the work, so you don't want to be pressing down real hard. Just kind of guide it around the barrel of the wheel. You don't have to go too fast. I mean, honestly, I was actually going pretty slow on the drill here, and it's doing an amazing job. So it really does not require you to be moving super fast or even pressing down real hard to polish. And if you see a spot that, like with right here where I still have water spots, and of course I know I haven't even hit the lip yet, which you can see looks terrible. But pretty much here on the lip here I have some water spots still I'm going to hit. These are coming out amazing. Once again, I am by no means a professional polisher. But what I'm doing here, just from the couple tips I've heard from people, I'm doing, probably 5 or 6 Google searches, honestly, just getting a couple tips here and there. This is coming out really well, and show you guys how it looks when I'm all done with it. Alright guys, back here with the final product on these wheels, and they came out pretty killer. I'm going to flip you guys around here to show you how they actually came out. And as you guys can see, this is the final product of the wheels being polished. And pretty much the barrels, pretty much the lips came out beautiful. And of course I did that with this tool right here. And it did an amazing job. It pretty much got it, as perfect as I could want it. Especially, buying a $20 tool. I did use Zephyr's polish, of course, which definitely helped. I got the lips real well. I was able to do the lip of the wheel and the dish right here with that tool. And the center section I had to hand polish. But for the most part, so you guys can see, these things came out pretty killer. You can try out, Zephyr's polish and pretty much copy what I did in this video, and you should get similar results. So hopefully this helped you guys out. My other wheels were pretty clean once I actually washed them. So I'm actually going to get working on those now. As you can see, they look pretty good, but they're not as perfect as this one now. So I'm gonna work on all these other ones here. I'll catch back up with you guys once I get them done. What's up guys, I'm back here and all the wheels are completely done, and I'm gonna flip you guys around here so you can see what they look like. But pretty much as long as you maintain your wheels and you polish them when they're still not when they're still fairly clean, you shouldn't have an issue using the method that I used here, keeping your wheels, you know, pretty much brand new looking all the time. So like I said before, I by no means am a professional or swearing by how I did this, but this is just something I've kind of come up with myself and figured out a way of someone that, you know, maybe you have no idea how to polish wheels when you first get them. This is something that I did and it worked pretty well myself. So I'll just show you guys what it came out to look like using this method. They came out pretty beautiful. So as you guys can see here, they're pretty mint. Now, you know, they're not 100% perfect, but like I said, of course, you know, coming from someone that's never really polished before, this is amazing. So, and I hope that you guys can see these wheels come out amazing just using, let me adjust this here, a little wider angle. And you guys can see here that, you know, you can get a great looking product, really not even having much knowledge of, you know, how to actually polish wheels. So back there, those wheels are mint. I'm gonna leave them like this until Daytona. So you guys will see these wheels in Daytona when I'm there at the meet. Hopefully I run into a lot of you guys when I get there. It'd be cool to meet up with some of you people that watch the channel and you actually support this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like, subscribe, comment. And like I said, this is the first video with this camera. And of course, my truck has to be gone when I have this, otherwise I could have made a crazy looking video. But when the truck gets back, I do plan on making a cool video for you guys with this camera, seeing what my limits are as far as you know, cool videos I can make with a good camera now and good quality audio. So look forward to these wheels in Daytona. If not, catch them on Instagram, catch them in future videos. And as I learn more with keeping these clean, of course, I will let you guys know in other videos. And you know, if I get better at this, I'll share my tips and tricks to clean these wheels, because it was something that, you know, I just kind of jumped into buying forged wheels, and I figured it was something that everybody knew, you know, with general knowledge of how to take care of them. But you know, just washing them with soap and water wasn't cutting it. So, and I wasn't used to that with having to actually polish wheels. You know, and maybe I'm just out of it, and all you guys watching know how to do this, you know. But for those of you that don't know, hopefully this helps you. You like the video. Once again, guys, drop a like, drop a comment, and ultimately subscribe. It really helps. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Take it easy. Peace.